you have to be living under a rock if you haven't experienced any technical difficulties over the last 12 months.
Many. All right. So here I am. You're welcome to scan the code. This will take you to me. Anyway, I'll start. And so what we do is we link human capital to enterprises. We're solving two major problems. 90% of companies tender government procurement, but they actually 90% of the companies that tender actually risk Aboriginality proof being misappropriated and even being fraudulently used. So this inconsistency means it's a $100 million problem per state and territory. It also lacks First Nations approach to human rights, and there are also issues around how native title groups can actually access real membership software platforms, and this is an issue when it comes to asserting cultural authority. The problem too is that we're working on an outdated 18th century segmented employment industry, which lacks inclusion and works. And what we're doing is trying to decentralize the tools. The segmented industry takes up a huge amount of costs when it comes to not actually improving on the segmented issues, which are workforce compliance costs, which are resume and information fraud, which leads to safety on work sites, which is a further cost around workforce safety and compliancy, and contract diversity fines when it comes to procurement of Indigenous people who may not have the appropriate certification, which is most of the time inconsistent. And then you've got email cybersecurity, which is a $1 trillion market that is continually growing and growing all throughout the world. As you can see, our labour hire growth in Australia is also growing. It grows every year 15% and is worth almost $20 billion. And in the States, it's less than $70 billion. So when we talk about this sort of market, we talk about contract work, short contracts, long contracts, and work like that. It's a very different industry to what it used to be. The solution is the website that we've actually created is a DigiWallet. It's all about industry verifiers, remote capability access, and enterprise software that enterprises use and PBCs are able to use as well to assert cultural authority and identification of their memberships. It's the first, we're the first of the kind to do that. Let me show you an example. We did a prototype testing back in 2019. Let's call him Dr. Kevin. It's not his real name, but he is a doctor. He applied for a job from Western Australia, and he actually got the job. But before he got the job, he tested our product. We gave him it and said, look, one day you might use it, one day you might not, but it's just a prototype. So he got set up, and things happen, and he actually forgot his information. He left it all in a bag at the airport in Western Australia. He traveled to the other side of Australia to work as a doctor in a remote community. He couldn't reach the community because he didn't have his qualifications on him. He didn't have his work certificates. He didn't have his work with children's card. All these key ingredients needed to actually onboard somebody to start them and not be at risk as a company. So what happened there was the community were at risk, the company had on costs, and his professional integrity was in question. So he called me 5 minutes later, calls me and says, Jason, can you send me that thing you created? I sent it. I said, I'm not sending anything to you. I want you to actually use it. Go online and use it. And so he used it. He rings me back and says that, look, that was incredible. That thing you've got, it worked. Not only did it start me off with my job, it saved the community and the enterprise a lot of problems with compliancy. I was able to start work very quickly. I was able to go into the community and work. So the community were safe. They weren't at risk for the whole month. It would have taken me to go back home to be paid to get my material and return. Secondly, the compliances were all up to date. So everything worked out, and it was very smooth and streamlined. So the DigiWallet is about desegmenting an old industry. We're a unique difference. We focus on inclusion, so everyone wins. Businesses win, government wins, and Indigenous people win. We're work-ready skills to share instantly from anywhere, anytime, with or without the internet. You hold your heritage ID and cultural access. You have safety and industry compliance all on you wherever you go, remotely or on-site or off-site. And it's a data quality management tool for enterprises. We are the fastest and most inclusive and most agile. Our go-to-market is to native title groups, PBCs, because there is no software currently out there tailored for this particular market. Enterprises, job seekers who need access to integrated resumes that take the long work away from having it, and you're able to hold it. And registered training bodies where transferring documents and certificates are only a fingertip away for users. Building momentum throughout 2019, we started researching and developing prototypes. We did consultations with 500 surveys and 2 pilots. We went to market in 2020 with a product, and we started tweaking it. And we're in the board at the moment to release a soft launch very soon of the product that will enable individuals to hold access to a digital card, a mobile app, and for enterprises to access a enterprise software. The businesses, we have a business to business, business to consumer, and annual subscription model. I've 25 years in the industry. I've known this problem for a very long time with my people. I've seen it with unemployed people and the poverty gaps that exist. We won the NBN Innovative Business Champion of the Year just recently. And we also took out the Indigenous Business Champion of the Year just in February. We come from a diverse team. And next steps from here is a follow-up. It's follow-up with opportunities and a register for expression of interest. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jay. Incredible platform, heavy work that you've already done, and got some great momentum there. Very exciting, brother. Thanks for